Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Game Chat. I'm Chris, and with me today we have Kate.
Hey.
And we're just going to jump straight into it with the news. So, first piece of news it's very close to my heart, this piece of news. Like, I was so happy when this happened, and
I was asleep.
she was asleep, and I just left her loads of messages saying, oh my god, oh my god.
It was a day I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I know, don't shame me. And I had like 20 million messages, and it was just all you about TimeSplitters, just constantly.
TimeSplitters is back, baby. It's coming back, and for those who don't know, I'm a big TimeSplitters fan. Don't know whether I put that across in previous podcasts or anything. I might have. But
just a little bit.
Just a tad. It's almost as bad as Kate with Resident Evil.
And Jamie with Not the Old Republic.
Yeah, literally.
And Corey with Halo. We've all got that one.
Elliot's got TimeSplitters as well. To be fair. But when we were kids, me and Elliot literally go around each other's house, get on the PlayStation 2, play a bit of TimeSplitters 2. It's beautiful.
Long time ago.
It's beautiful when we were kids. We dinosaurs, apparently. I'm not that old. But there's dinosaurs in TimeSplitters. Occasionally, no.
That's good to know. I'm glad that you decided to share that with us all.
But it's been bought by, I think it's this how you say it, Koch Media, which are also under like the Deep Silver banner, I believe, and they make some of your favourite games. Saints Row.
I love Saints Row.
The Agents of Mayhem.
I like Agents of Mayhem. It's a good game.
Which slightly worries me now that TimeSplitters is in there.
No, do you know what? Agents of Mayhem got a bad rep. It's really fun.
Yeah, like it's the way I see it, like they have a lot of humour in their games, which is something TimeSplitters is known for, and one of the reasons I love it. So having the humour as well as the Koch Media bit, the people actually making the game that made Homeland, which I think is Homeland. Yeah. But which is like a I think it's Homeland. I downloaded it on the Xbox to see what it's like. It's on Game Pass.
Google it for me.
But I think it's Homeland 2. But it's a shooting game basically, like first person shooter. And apparently the shooting mechanics were okay. It's just the story wasn't great on it, which is a bit worrying. But apparently they've got people working in their studio who worked on the original, at least the first and the second TimeSplitters games, which we all know the second game is the best one. Hands down. But
we all know this, obviously.
We all know. Everyone knows in their hearts that the second one is the best game.
Homefront: The Revolution.
Homefront, not Homeland. That's a series.
Yeah, it is. I was thinking that.
I knew I was off somewhere. Homefront, yeah. Which
Homefront: The Revolution.
I've got like 7s out of 10s.
Open world first person shooter where you must lead your resistance.
Yeah. But in that game there was an Easter egg where you can find an arcade machine which had the TimeSplitters games on, but like only like a few levels. Literally, I think this has been in the works for a while. I think they were literally, because I think previously EA owned it or published it at least, because they published the third one, and then they were going to do 4, and they brought out the whole trailer with the monkey, and everyone got excited, and then it got cancelled.
That's what EA do. EA breaks dreams.
They break games and studios.
That's all they do.
Yeah, it's a shame. But
everyone's had to suffer at the hands of EA, Chris. That was just your turn.
It's true. Yeah, and now it's back, and I'm happy, and can't wait. Like those games, like I hope, as long as they bring back like couch co-op and couch like local play, I'm happy, because that was the key to that game.
Remember you made me play it, and I got our car stuck.
Yes, you did. It's like a Austin Powers moment, trying to reverse back and go in, and it took ages. But,
I have to say, I enjoy that one.
That was the third one. That was the worst one.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
And that's still fun. So it's the humour of the story. It's really fun.
There's been some.
I really enjoy it.
I'm not going to say concerns, because I wouldn't say it's a concern. But there's been some stuff floating around, like about the characterisation of certain women folk.
I understand where the concern's coming from. For now, like back in the day when TimeSplitters was a thing still properly, some of their representation of women in the game, I'll put some pictures on the video podcast.
So there's a slutty nurse,
slutty police officer, those kind of things. Like, and it's like when there used to be a thing when you click on the characters, they say some stuff, and some of the stuff they say, you're like, would that slide now? I'm not quite sure. And I'm thinking, I'm wondering how they're gonna keep that kind of humour in it without offending people, I guess.
The humour doesn't have to come from stereotypes.
No, I agree, but like, and then a lot of it didn't, but some of it did, and I'm hoping they can work a way around without offending anyone. But it's got the same. It's going to have the same issue as Duke Nukem did when that came out, because everyone knows what Duke Nukem was. Everyone knows his way,
personality,
and and that's what he was back in the day. And that everyone, well, not everyone, but like the people who enjoyed that game, and then when they brought it back, they changed it, and it wasn't a great game as well, to be fair. But some people didn't like what it was like, and so it has issues like that. But I think they can push past that.
I think
as long as the gameplay's solid, people aren't going to care.
The story can be funny without it being
sexist.
Yeah.
I agree.
And if we're gonna have like certain stereotypes, as long as we have dude ones too. So like as long as there's like stupid frat boys, or like that kind of stuff. That's already a thing. If it's not fair to stereotype just the women, but we're gonna get like gonna pull a Ghostbusters here, and they had like Chris whatever his face is a stupid assistant. I don't think that way works. I don't agree with that whole thing.
It's basically the opposite of the same problem but opposite side then.
Yeah, well, no, and I get it. I get the joke. Like I get what they were trying to put across, but it's not funny. Like if you haven't watched the movie, he's basically the lady Ghostbusters like stupid assistant, but he's not. Blonde stupid assistant. The stereotype of the woman, but done on the map. No, but like it's so much worse than that, because like he's literally so stupid. Like there's a bit where they drop the telephone in the fish tank, and he's like still trying to answer it, and it's like that's pushing it too far, and it's not funny. You know what I mean? So it has to be handled very delicately, and it's what audience you're aiming at, and all that kind of stuff.
The audience TimeSplitters are aiming at are the people who bought it originally. I mean, obviously they want to bring new people in. I kind of hope in a way all I want really is just a HD remake of all the rest.
To be fair, Saints Row had its
it's got those moments.
Saints Row is like out there, and there's a lot of swearing, and it's the lot. It's
100% got to be brought back as an 18.
Like there's not. I wouldn't say there's any women characters in Saints Row that are offensive, really.
No, if anything, they make them strong women characters who are sexual but are strong in their own sense. You know what I mean?
Well, I played as a female boss.
I'm thinking of side characters.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you play as a female boss, and you're still hilarious, and you still pull off all this mad shit.
I mean, they can make characters sexual as long as they're strong women as well. I mean, look at Bayonetta. That works.
Bayonetta is legit.
They pull that off. People were worried about that coming back, but that came to Nintendo as well, and it worked fine.
She's amazing.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I'm saying. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just how you're going to handle it, and how you're going to balance it out, and how far you push. If it's done in a joke way, it's how far you push the joke and all this kind of stuff.
There are always going to be people that get offended. People get offended at everything these days. It's just try to limit that, I guess. But they have the rights to release new games, which they said they want to work on a new game, and they want the rights to re-release old games. So 1, 2, and 3. Kind of hoping they do a remaster of 1, 2, and 3 before they do the new ones. Yeah. Because
it'd make sense. It'd test the water. It'd get the hype.
Yeah, exactly. And people will buy them. Like it's been there's so many there's a whole petitions and everything saying we need bring TimeSplitters back, and so many people signed it and all that, including me. But it's a big franchise. It's been more than a decade. And it is just
boo-hoo for you. Too bad. So
but at least you'd known Kingdom Hearts 3 to come in for that long. TimeSplitters wasn't even a thing for so long, but it's coming back, and I'm happy, and I'm glad that they're actually coming out saying we've got people who love the game here. we want to work on one.
Yeah.
We want to bring it back, and they come out the day they bought it for that, and I'm like, if now I can actually go into E3s with, you know how I always have that hype moment where what if TimeSplitters got shown? This could actually happen now.
Your prediction might actually come true next year.
Every year I predicted it actually might come true.
This is your Devil May Cry.
Yeah. I'm so happy. Like, if it happens, I'm literally, I don't know what we have to film the reactions for all E3s until this happens now, because I can't wait. It's going to go great. And then if they fuck it up like they did Battlefront, I'll be so disappointed.
You know what? When you we're talking about this earlier. We weren't talking about TimeSplitters. We were just talking about things coming back in general.
Yeah.
It's like you've got this. Obviously, you want it to be good for the people that used to play it and the people that hold it in high esteem and the nostalgia. But then you've got to cater to the new gamers and the younger gamers, and it's like it's hard.
Fortnite dances in there.
It's hard because obviously, like times have changed. Things aren't acceptable anymore. Humor's different. You know what I mean? Like it's one of them. It's like you got to get the balance between the two people, and it's not everyone's not gonna like it.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder what it means for TimeSplitters Rewind, because there was like fans working on a remake. I bet that's cancelled now.
They probably got rid of it.
It's a shame for them because they've been working on that for years. But they did say a good 6 months ago we've had to stop because something big's happening, and then they didn't say anything for ages. But it was this.
Maybe they've brought them all in to work on the game.
Oh, I hope so, because like people who were working on that used to work on the game as well, so that makes sense. They probably have. That'd be good. Because then they've got a head start, because they've made like so many character models and stuff. That'd be good. I hope that's the case.
Talking of
old games.
Spyro remake. What is it got? Remastered? Has it got a name? Like the something trilogy or?
It's the something like that. Oh, what's it called?
I don't know. We all just
something collection.
We've just been calling it Spyro.
What are the things you collect?
Dragonflies.
No.
Eggs.
Like the gem things. It's like the diamond collection. No.
Anyway,
there's something collection.
Whatever it is, it was coming out 21st of September. Was, and now they've pushed it back to the 13th of November with a statement that was essentially, we want to make sure we get this game right, but we all know that that's translation for we don't want to go up against Shadow of Tomb Raider and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So
you go in November, all you're against really is Pokemon, which is also a problem, I suppose. But then again, no one's buying Pokemon on a PlayStation, so there's two ecosystems. So
it's like two
really have to worry about
two
that.
brand new games that you've never played before, or a game that we all played like 20 million times on PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it's like, and it's a bit further away from. Or is it closer? I was gonna say, is it further away or closer than Red Dead? But then again, it's not really the same kind of game. But you know, everyone I think the same bit. Oh, I'm buying Red Dead, and I'm still buying Spyro.
I want Spyro.
So, you know.
I'm going to get Spyro. But then again, like if I would have, when's Shadow of the Tomb Raider out? What's the date?
20 something.
Okay, so
it's close to what it was.
If I would have got Spyro.
You would have waited to
no, you know what? I don't think I would have, because I would have thought, well, I'm obviously going to want to play Tomb Raider. I'll get Spyro later.
Yeah.
So it's
I was going to do the same.
It's a good strategy.
Now I'll buy it in November, as long as it's not the same day as Pokemon.
Do you know what? I want Pokemon, but at the same time, I kind of don't want it.
It's nostalgia month, that is. It's literally, because it's Pokemon. It's my favourite Pokemon, which is Pokemon Yellow. It's like basically a remake of that. And it's one of my favourite trilogies ever. Spyro.
We've talked about this before on previous podcasts, but I've done some digging. So we were all talking about the Pokeball controller. So, Game's official website has a placeholder for it being like £44, which is quite cheap. And if you buy the game...
Is it?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like 70, 80 quid. If you buy it with the game...
That is Nintendo peripheral.
You can get a little box, and you get the game and the Pokeball controller, and I think it was like 80 something £. So that's not bad. And if you buy it from... I don't know
about... the games like normally when they come out at 50 quid. That's not too bad.
I don't know if it's everywhere, but Game, you get a special edition Pikachu keyring, which is stupid because I would have thought that if you bought the Eevee edition, you'd get an Eevee, but you don't know. So, to be honest, I'm quite impressed with that. I'm quite Because I thought that the Pokeball controller was going to be a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah, but it's fun.
You're going to play the game with that?
I want the new. If I'm going to catch them all, I need to pay. So
this is true. Damn Nintendo with them making us do stuff to get all of them.
But no, yeah, I think I would rather have Spyro than Pokemon, to be honest. So it's a good shout. I think.
I'll probably end up playing Spyro more because that's the game that I play while I'm here. But like if I'm out and take my Switch with me anywhere, like I'll play Pokemon.
The end of the year is quite quiet for me in terms of the game that I want. Everything I want doesn't kick into January.
Yeah.
So that'll keep me going for a while then.
September and October, the busy months for me this year. With Spider-Man, Tomb Raider, Red Dead, FIFA probably this year because I've had my year off now. I need to get back in. I have a year off every year, every other year.
Rockstar dropped some Red Dead.
They dropped a trailer.
Didn't they?
Looked fun. They did that whole thing where they have the voiceover where they explain what you're doing and all that, and looks good, looks fun, looks interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what they say about the online.
The whole thing was in-game engine as well, wasn't it?
Beautiful.
Everything that they showed, it was like introducing the characters and kind of telling you the jam. You're in a gang essentially, aren't you?
Basically,
in the out.
You're in
world
the gang from not the original, the Red Dead Redemption 1.
Don't look at me because I haven't played it, so don't look at me for help.
I barely played it. You're in that. You're in that gang. I know the story sort of.
And they said it was like to do with the time where industry's kind of picking up and being an outlaw and stuff was kind of not really the thing to do anymore, but these guys for some reason are all still outlaws.
Except in the later game.
Yeah.
Which is because this is a prequel, which makes no sense. But hey, it looks beautiful.
I don't know, bro.
It looks like it's got plenty of stuff to do. It was on Xbox.
Was it? Yeah. I thought it was a PlayStation exclusive, Red Dead. Oh.
Jamie thought that too.
Are you sure you're not wrong?
No.
You carry on.
I saw it on Xbox. It's 360 the other day. Corey's got it on Xbox.
Carry on.
He was playing it the other day. No, it looks fun. I'm interested in it. Obviously, because it's a Rockstar game and they bring out really well put together games. They delay them several times, but for good reason because it always ends up good.
PlayStation 3 got exclusive content.
Oh,
there we go.
There you go.
The next one they said they were going to put out was going to be, what did they say now? Was it the multiplayer? Because at the end of the day, it was like, we'll look out for the next
more
installment.
About side missions,
mm-hmm.
And then I assume it's multiplayer. I don't think, like GTA 5 when that came out, I don't think multiplayer will come with it. I think it will be because multiplayer for GTA 5 came out like 6 months to a year later.
See, I don't want the game.
But you want the online.
Because it's not my jam, but...
I like Cowboys. You like Westworld.
I love Westworld, but I don't really want the game. So if they did an option to just buy the online, I would really heavily consider that.
Anyway.
But I'm not going to pay like £60 for a game I'm not going to play.
You look at GTA 5 and like people don't buy that for the single player anymore. Mm. People buy it for the online. The online content has enough content that's worth...
Yeah.
The 50 quid.
But we didn't stick
That's why it's still 50 quid.
Like, we played it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and then we never carried on.
Because we were playing it when it was in its bare bones. That's what.
Yeah, probably.
We were playing it when it had, not much. But look at it now, it's ridiculous.
I don't want to be like the only member of the gang not on it. But at the same time, I don't want to pay for a game that I'm literally not going to touch.
You can make your own gangs. Like, we're calling our Deditae gang. That's how I mean. That'd be cool. But no, I'm looking forward to that.
So, Tomb Raider, going back to Tomb Raider for a second. I read an article the other day. I was at a party when I read it, so I don't I had a quick glance at it because I was meant to be being social. But apparently,
gotta be social.
The director of the game or whatever, he was looking back across all the audio files of the last 2 Tomb Raider games, and Lara never laughs once.
She's a miserable fuck.
Well, she's got a hard life.
She lost her dad.
Things are going on, but he didn't like that, and apparently he has made it his mission to give her a bit more of a personality.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how that's gonna
like humour.
Well, he said that. He said, look, she's getting a personality transplant. She's gonna be more humorous. I don't know how that.
I don't know what I think about that, because like, do they want to tread too far into the Uncharted lands in terms of like the humour as well? Like that's.
I don't know, because I've never played Uncharted because I played Tomb Raider, because I don't need male Tomb Raider.
They're both good.
However,
I stand by the fact that they're both very good games and they're both very different. That's why if they're bringing the humour to the Tomb Raider, the new ones, I want it to.
See, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking more of like they said that this is like the hardest thing she's ever been through.
Yeah, she's probably laughing it off. What a bitch.
It's really serious. So I don't know. Unless she gets really dark, like quips.
Yeah. Unless she gets like so like dark and depressed into it that she's just laughing it off because she's either that or cry.
Yeah. We've all been there. That's.
She's mean to Jonah in the trailer though, which I wasn't happy about.
I don't know.
What's Jonah done?
I guess.
Lara?
Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see.
What's he done to you?
I've been looking into it because I didn't know which edition that I wanted.
Yeah.
So I've been looking into it, and if you're in the UK, the edition. Trust me, I've done my research. The edition that I would recommend is the craft edition, but not the one with the statue. This statue, you'll pay like £99 for the game with the statue, and it is appalling quality. Like, the picture on Games website for it, it's so bad. Like, and if that's the picture they put up to try and sell it to you, then I would hate to see what the actual. I mean, it could just be like a bad picture. But if you can buy the craft edition without the statue, and I think it brings it to like £80 something. But that's got the season pass in. And I think I was going to buy the steelbook for like £55, but it doesn't come with a season pass. And then if I have to buy the season pass on top, which is probably going to be like 30 quid, I think like as much as it pains me because I really wanted the steelbook, I think it's the.
Well, I don't understand this infatuation with a steelbook one.
It's because it looks really nice.
It survives like nuclear shit.
The case looks really nice. You get some exclusive art cards in it, and it wasn't really that much, and that's what I thought, because I was like, I don't really want the craft edition if I'm just paying for DLC. And then I thought about it, and I was like, well, the season pass, obviously I'm going to want the season pass, so why pay again when I can just buy it all in the one go?
True.
So, because there's no, like, on every website I've been on, there's no actual, just a straight up price for the season pass. So I could be wrong, like, the season pass could be like a Final Fantasy 15 situation where it's like £15.
Goes on for 2 years.
Well, like, it was like, I don't even think it was £15. I think I paid £12 for mine on release date. So I could be wrong, but as of now, not knowing how much the season pass is.
On top of that.
Yeah, well.
Final Fantasy.
But I think that's the one I'm going to go for.
First. I look forward to that. It's gone gold.
Yeah.
I thought it would get an early release date.
No. Keeping us all waiting.
Yeah. Just they're sitting on it. It's done.
Yeah.
They're just like, look, we've got a game. Can't fucking play it yet. Nah, I suppose it's going to like PAXs and hopefully EGX.
Hopefully it goes through EGX.
Although if it's coming out when's it coming out?
I don't know.
Get a release date, because if it's coming out before EGX, I'm not going to EGX play it. Point.
Because last time they gave away Lara statues.
Yeah, they did, and cups.
So
they gave me that Lara cup that's in that Tomb Raider cup that's in my cupboard.
I've got lollipops in my one. 14th of September.
Oh, so is that
way before EGX?
It will be there. It'll still be there then.
If there's free stuff, I'll go in and play it again and pretend like, oh, this is amazing.
Well, it came back a couple of years ago when it came out on PlayStation with the multiplayer. And they had a big booth for that.
Yeah.
And there was DLC.
That's where me and Jamie got them statues from.
Which was a bit weird.
Yeah.
But, you never know. It'll be there because just like Spider-Man will still be there as well, even though it would have been played with.
Yeah, because it's got that appeal where there's always a game. There's always a game booth at EGX, like the store game. So I suppose they could be like, oh, if you want it, head over to game and pick it up right now.
It's like last EGX when Uncharted was there, and that had been out for like 2 months. And people were like, why? The one with the women.
Chloe and the other lady.
Corinne and Fraser.
Nadine.
And Nadine. Yeah, that one.
I watched Corey play it. I've never played it.
That's a good game. But yeah, moving on. Forza Horizon 2 is going to reach the end of its life status.
Sad times. F pay respects.
F Forza. It's going to be removed from the Xbox Store on September the 30th of this year. So after that, no updates, no DLC. Well, the DLC is to be there, but it'll be taken down. But if you've already got DLC, you're okay. If you haven't, then get it now before the 30th of September. Same with the game. But I mean, you should have got it for free. If you got Xbox Live, you got it for free this month, which I've downloaded. I haven't played it yet. But
I didn't even download it.
I was gonna. I like an odd racing game every now and then. Not a huge racing game fan, but I'll play it.
But we got split second though, so we don't need that.
This is true. It needs to come back.
We've got it on Xbox.
No, it needs to come back like properly.
Oh.
But yeah, people like the Forza games. It was free. Get it while you can, basically. I can understand why they're ending its life because there's still Forza Horizon 3 and 4.
It's a weird thing to do, isn't it?
Not really.
It's a weird thing to come out and be like, we're ending this game's life now. Like, what? What's the?
I suppose. Does that mean they're ending the live servers? Because that would make sense. Because servers cost money.
Maybe.
But if they're not doing that, it's a bit weird. Maybe it's a licensing thing because like now they're owned by Xbox. And they weren't before.
Maybe.
So maybe that's a thing.
Who knows?
But they've got the new one coming out in November or October, sometime around that time of year.
You know, you're such a fountain of knowledge.
I don't know. Whenever it comes on Game Pass is when I'm going to play it. So it's the one with the seasons and it looks really good.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
It's as the one I called in the when we were streaming E3 the Forza Wales because it went past the sheep and I was legit right. It was in Britain, but yeah, that'll come out and everyone will forget about Forza Horizon 2 basically.
Like FIFA.
Yep, like FIFA. Might have a year off. Again, I don't know.
You don't need it, Chris.
I'm debating. But apparently it's really good this year, apparently. Anyway.
Because there's an 8 on the box instead of the 7.
I don't know, I didn't have 7. Anyway, moving on to EA. Talking about FIFA. Patrick Soderlund, our favourite spokesman at E3 for EA. The guy who's always on the thing looking pretty suave in his suit and trainers. He's basically left or is leaving EA. No statement given as to why. But he was the original CEO of DICE, the people that make Battlefield and Battlefront. And he now, before he's leaving, he's the chief design officer for EA and has been at EA for 20 years. I assume he's done some good work in that time, otherwise he wouldn't have been there for 20 years. I imagine he's made them a lot of money through...
I was going to say, like, when you say good work, do you mean like something good to benefit the game, or do you mean they've made them a lot of money?
Benefit the...
to benefit the company.
The people who own shares.
Yeah. It is dodgy that there's no
It is weird that a year after all the controversy with microtransactions and all that jazz that's going on at EA currently, closed of studios and all this stuff he was in charge of pretty much.
Well,
and I think he, as design officer, his job would to be put all that across in a way that makes gamers want to do those things, like buy microtransactions and stuff. Don't think he did a good job at that, to be honest. Like, it's a shame for him, but you know, I mean, he might be leaving on his own bat, off his own bat.
He like, could be.
Could.
Yeah, he could be. He could have just had enough of EA shit.
Could have been sacked. But, you know, he was leaving off his own bat. Fair play.
Gonna escape.
Left in a bad state, though. Just saying, someone is going to have a hell of a job taking over.
Let Phil Spencer take over EA as well.
No.
Let him fix that too.
Xbox, it's fine. But whoever takes over has a hell of a job to fix a lot of stuff there. And I suppose maybe it just him leaving gets
could be like
rid
a
of
scapegoat. They could be like, oh, he's gone now. Look at this cool new person.
Now,
yeah,
he's gone.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
No word of where he's going. or wide left or anything like that. So.
The one good thing I will say about EA, if I can, like, I can't believe that that left. Well, yeah. Well, no. Apparently, they said something that essentially boiled down to the fact that Dragon Age and Mass Effect is not over yet. We all know Dragon Age is not over, but the fact that they said that Mass Effect is not over, GG. That's what we all wanted to hear.
So, when you want to say stuff that gamers want to hear, say that.
Andromeda Part 2.
Yeah,
Woo!
literally. Should we move on to the Sonic movie?
This is weird, dude. This is weird.
My boy Sonic here. There you go.
For people that are on audio,
I'm
holding his messed up Sonic Pop figure.
Why is he messed up?
It's just weird. It just looks weird.
He's even holding a ring.
Oh, so he is?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
If you like it, then you got to put a ring on it. Sonic. Anyway.
You mean Beyonce?
No, Sonic said it first. That happened.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a Sonic movie, which is a weird one because it's cartoon for Sonic, or like
CG.
I say cartoon, CG, and it's like live action for everyone else, including Robotnik or Dr. Eggman, depending where you're from. I don't know what I think of it because it's like it reminds me of that Simpsons episode where Homer goes into the real world and it just looks really strange and weird. Do you remember that?
I don't watch The Simpsons.
Yeah,
So...
everyone's seen this episode though.
No.
No. Okay. Well, that was a thing. People will know. I'll put a picture of it. And yeah, it looks really weird. If they pull it off, they pull it off. But like one saving grace for this movie is that Robotnik or Eggman is being played by
Jim
Carrey, which is like we haven't seen Jim Carrey in a movie for like God knows how long. For one, that was a long time ago. And Jim Carrey's great. Everyone loves Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I can see him bringing a really good vibe to that character.
It's gonna be like the Smurf movie.
It's gonna be weird with the moustache though, right?
It's gonna be like the Smurf movie where like the Smurfs are obviously CGI and then Gargamel was a real person.
Oh, maybe.
And he was really funny and he was actually probably the best part of the movie.
Oh yeah.
And then like Neil Patrick Harris was a real person.
That's a better way of looking at it than the Simpsons thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that might work. Who's the Sonic guy? You know this guy.
I don't know his actual name, but I know that he's John Ralphio from Parks and Rec, and he kind of is one of the voices of BB-8 as well.
He's what?
He's one of the voices of BB-8.
So he does the beeps and the boops.
There's like two guys, I think, like mish them together.
What's his name? I saw it already the other day.
Just put John Ralphio Parks and Rec.
No, just put Sonic movie. Because he was the latest one to be announced.
Hang in there, guys.
Yeah.
It's like Amy Rose and Knuckles and Tails and all that going to be in it too.
I hope not.
What about Cream and Cheese?
I don't know.
What about Shadows?
All that needs. What
about Shadow?
If Shadow's in it, it should be really.
I love Shadow.
He should be played by
Will Arnett in his Batman voice.
Yeah, no, Batman. If my bloody phone would work, I'd let you know. But I don't think Amy Rose is going to be in it. I think it's going to be.
Why not?
Original Sonic. Okay, James Marsden's in it as a guy called Tom. Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz, yeah.
That's the one.
How slow is your phone? I've literally just.
Okay, I'm looking at this cast.
Is your phone alright, Chris?
I'm looking at it. No, it's not. I'm looking at this cast. It's got a few people I know. It's that guy. I can't remember his name. Neil McDonough. You recognise that guy.
He's in Red 2.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That could be good. James Marsden is playing someone called Tom Wachowski. Who's that?
You're asking me like I know anything about Sonic that's not in the show.
I know stuff about Sonic, but like original Sonic, not like any of this new crap.
If Shadow's not in it, I will feel. What about Rouge the Bat? Because she was cool. Rouge the Bat.
You can tell when I start playing Sonic though. Kind of classic Sonic. You know this Sonic Adventure crap. The guy. What's his name? Begins with B. I don't know. You and Corey liked him.
I have no idea what you're on.
I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, we'll move on because I can't remember.
You're alright, Chris.
You're talking about Resident Evil now. Yeah.
Always. So
I'll just sit here for like.
So they announced a UK collector's edition which I obviously pre-ordered because I ain't messing around. But it's really weird because there's the story special editions. So three. So the our one I personally feel is the best. So we get the game, the steelbook case, the art book, an actual physical soundtrack, a poster.
The CD.
Yeah.
So it's not like a vinyl.
No, it's a CD.
Cool.
A pin badge with like a "Made in Heaven" written on it, something to do with Chris. I think
in the game. Right.
It's the reason that Claire comes to Raccoon City because she's looking for him.
Okay.
We get
Was that in the second game? Just out of curiosity, like, is it a thing like they're throwing in there, like when they did the Han Solo dice?
I know that.
Like, is it that kind of thing? And
I know there was
like
a picture you could pick up, and it had Chris on it because it was like the Stars team. So I don't know. It's a long time ago.
I feel like we're gonna make a big deal about it in the game.
So we also get a 12-inch statue of Leon, an item box. It comes in the big box from the game where you like store your items from in the game, and.
So doesn't they carry a briefcase in this one?
No.
I'm a scrub. I don't know.
No, he only gets his briefcase in Resident Evil 4.
Oh, good. That's good. I always wonder where he
The
keeps
Leon statue looks really good. He doesn't look messed up. Because his face in the game is messed up. I don't care. Fight me. It's horrible. But the statue actually looks really, really good. So I'm quite impressed with that. 12 inches. Pretty big. But to be fair, my phone, when Google decided to announce that this edition had been posted by Eurogamer, it literally come across the top of my phone. Like, I missed the start, and it was like, with a 12-inch Leon, and I was like, nah. Anyway.
I'm sure that's been searched before now.
So, we also get, and this is what's causing the controversy among the groups that I'm in, we get a display case with the keys from the police station in, and the American edition gets sweet FA. They get the game, the steelbook, the poster, the Leon statue, the item box. They don't get the keys. They don't get the pin badge. They don't even get a physical soundtrack.
Is that like is there several different versions in like America?
No,
I know sometimes they do a GameStop, a Walmart.
Our edition is called
the
Collector's Edition. And it's basically the same sort of deal as the American one. So it's got like...
Is it the same price?
It's...
Because that'd be a bit...
I paid £230 for my one. The American one is like... I think it was like $199 or something.
Is it big in America, Resident Evil?
I would have thought, like...
I know it's big in Japan.
I think it's really weird that they don't get a lot of this stuff. And on a lot of forums and groups, I mean, the Americans are really salty that we get these keys, and they're not happy that they don't get it. With regards to the DLC...
Do they get more DLC?
The DLC... No. We get a soundtrack swap, which is the option to turn it back to the original soundtrack. They don't get that. They're
redoing the soundtracks as well.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They are just getting...
I like when they do that.
Like, the digital version of the soundtrack, which is really weird. I don't know why they didn't include that. We get 3 costumes.
Do you get digital as well?
Yeah.
Cool. That's what I was going to say, because I'd rather have the digital one, because I don't have a CD player.
Oh, well, I don't know if it's, like, it just says soundtrack swap. So I don't really know about that. But you can just put your CD in your PC and burn it to your PC and then put it on your phone. Like, it's not hard. I've got a disc drive. You get 3 costumes. So Leon gets an Arclay Sheriff costume, a Noir costume. I can't remember the last costume.
Wasn't it like his 6th one?
Can't remember. Claire gets a military one, a Noir one. She gets to be, is it like Eliza Walker, who was the original character that was supposed to be Leon's partner, but she was like canned and Claire got put in place.
That's cool.
But Claire's getting her skin.
To make it related to the first game, I know. That's probably why they put Claire in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, well done.
Yeah. That's why.
We also get weapon in the game, Samurai Edge. It's a weapon throughout Resident Evil. We're getting Albert Wesker's model.
Yeah, boy.
In the American edition, if you pre-order the game, you get as a pre-order bonus, you get Jill's and Chrissy's Samurai Edge. So we're not really losing much. I just think it's really weird, and the American one also says that they received something called Ben's foil book.
Who's Ben?
The guy, in the demos that everyone made is like, take this book and it's got all the answers to the puzzles in and stuff. I assume that's him. But
so like basically a flip book of all the puzzles.
Well, no, because
isn't that cheating?
No, because see, I thought that I was like, oh, it's like a replica of the book. If you Google it, it's an art book. So I assume it's
like the book on the outside.
I assume it's the book that we're getting. They've just given it a name.
Oh, okay. But with that, maybe you don't get the cool cover of the
It's really weird. Like, it seems like their version's so lacking compared to our version.
But the keys are gonna be shit.
No, the keys look really good. Yeah,
but they always look good in the pictures. They're gonna be like tiny when you get.
It's
really big. It's one of them too.
And then obviously you got like the Japanese premium edition that's like
get a free zombie.
It's like $900.
What?
It comes with all of that.
Is that like
Bluetooth?
Yen? You sure it's not?
I don't know the yen price. It just had the dollar price. It comes with a Bluetooth keyboard that's the typewriter from the games, and you also get these two things. They look like the ink ribbon from the typewriter, but they're actually. Yeah.
Do you get the typewriter if you get the PlayStation and the Xbox version? Because what's the point of that?
I don't know.
You don't have a PC?
I don't live.
Might, but what's the point of that?
I don't live in Japan and I don't have that much money to import one, so I didn't really look into it. To be honest, I'm not really feeling it. I don't think it's that good.
It's not that good?
I'm not feeling it.
Not for the money that you spend.
No. If that edition was available in our country, I would.
Do they get the same stuff as you as well as that?
Yeah.
So the Japan get the better version, which makes sense. It's Resident Evil.
I'm not feeling it. You also get these two. They look like the ink ribbons that you use in the game, but they're just sellotape. It's called like washi tape or something.
Sellotape you're never going to use.
And then I googled it and it's like it's sellotape. So like, or duct tape, whatever you want to call it.
Just Japan?
No, we don't get it. But I think it's really weird that we've actually got the better edition.
I think you got the better version because they've got more than you. Japan's got the better version, but it costs a considerable amount.
No, but no one wants the keyboard. That's like no one wants that.
No, but if you get the keyboard in the version that you've got, no one's going to complain about getting the keyboard.
Yeah, but
if you sell that keyboard on eBay, you can get your money back and more.
Yeah, probably. But like $900
is a lot.
From like the USA edition, which I think was like $199.
It is a lot.
And you're going to pay that, like the keyboard on its own was worth like $500, I think it said.
What?
So
how much are you paying?
I'm paying £230 for mine.
And they're paying $100.
$199.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You're in the middle range.
I'm just trying to find the other what Leon's other costume is because it's actually getting them all wicked.
It's like a nightclub costume.
Remember. Nightclub costume.
Night fever. Get down, you.
Oh no, he only has 2 costumes.
That's a bit crappy.
And then Claire gets 3 costumes.
I'm not even giving me 4 costumes just for lols.
No. That's
missing a beat there. All the women love the 4s. The 4's Liam. They love the 4 Leon.
I'm telling you that. I'm going to tell you now, this is a public service announcement. The hottest Leon is the Vendetta Leon.
Yeah, but... okay. I want to like in the games then.
In the game, then it's the Resident Evil 6 Leon.
Really?
Yeah.
You like a man in the seat, though, to be fair.
I like Leon. He's my favourite, so...
Fair enough.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I just thought that was really... I thought it was really interesting, and a lot of people that I know are really annoyed that they're not getting the keys and they're missing out on a lot, and I just think that's a bit weird.
You know what's going to happen now? Everyone's going to buy them off eBay afterwards anyway.
Probably. You could try that, I suppose. But there's no guarantee that you'll get it.
I mean, you're not happy. You had to get the Xbox version.
I had to get it on Xbox and I'm so butthurt. I wanted it on PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 literally sold out instantly. So I've got an Xbox pre-order and I'm waiting to see if the PlayStation one comes back and then I'll switch them over. But I'm butthurt because I wanted it on PlayStation.
That would have gone in the first half now.
Yeah, that's what I get for sleeping too late in the day.
Because, well, obviously it was originally only on PlayStation, so people are like, oh yeah. got to get it on PlayStation.
I'm super hyped.
And people think, oh, it's only going to be on PlayStation because it was at Sony's E3. They probably don't even know it's on Xbox.
I don't know. I think
it's not on Switch,
as far as collector's edition goes, I think this is pretty cool. Like, we get some good physical stuff in there. Like, I had the special edition of 6 collectors, and I got a hoodie and a license plate and some stickers, and it was like,
Hoodie's cool. Hoodie's good. Well, it says Tall Oak on it, doesn't it? And that always reminds me of American Pie. That's what I think.
No, that's a different edition. I got 2 because I'm sad. I've got the collector's edition from GameStop, which come with a big hoodie that looks like you've been savaged by a zombie.
Savaged.
And then I've got the other edition.
The Tall Oak one.
That's got Tall Oaks University hoodie.
So, I think of Tall Oaks, which is the band camp.
It's one time, a band camp.
It's one time, a band camp. You can't take it seriously as a Resident Evil thing. Every time you wear it, I'm like, it's one time, a band camp.
Anyway.
Resident Evil.
Moving along. But if you just want the normal edition, you don't get no DLC, but it's like £44.
You get the game, which is the thing that everyone wants.
Yeah.
That'll be at Egypt. We'll play that at Egypt.
Hopefully. I hope it's at Egypt.
It better be. It should be. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So.
Well, we'll find out eventually.
Should we move on to the games we're playing? Is that all the news? Yeah?
I can't think of anything else exciting that's happened, to be honest.
No. It's still slow.
So we're at that point in the year when
next
nothing
week,
good happens.
Next time we'll have a fuckload of news because Gamescom would have happened. Because that's happening next week.
And then we're heading to EGX. So
soon, yeah.
We'll have some stuff to report from there.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show, like,
yeah,
it goes to show, like, last year we came back from EGX and we slated Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah, and then it was my favourite game of the year.
Like, every person we knew, even that we met there, that we just chatting to, that had been played that game, was like, it's the most appalling thing. And it turned out to be amazing, so...
It was fucking great. I know, that was my best game of the year. Last year.
Your best game of the year.
Best game of the year. Bestest game. Yeah, I loved it. So, it just shows to show that demos don't really show the whole game. Like, obviously. But, like, don't show what the whole game can offer.
Yeah.
Necessarily. And, yeah. Ubisoft should cater their demos better.
Yeah. All their demos was pretty appalling, to be honest.
They weren't great, and I actually enjoyed most of their games that they bought last year, so... But the demos were crap. So, work on your demos. Pro tip. You right?
Yeah.
Should we move on to the games we played?
Yeah.
Or the little bits of games we played? Want to go first? We're talking about Detroit?
We've actually started playing Detroit. We're actually recording it for this channel. So we're recording it along with Nathan and Jake, and we are playing. Chris is playing Connor. I'm playing Cara.
Yeah, we're playing Cara.
And they're playing Marcus, and we're taking it in turns. And we could only do like a quick recording session.
Yeah, we've got another one coming up.
We started to play it, and we played it for like 2 hours, and they had to leave. And it was like, we
really want to carry on.
And even they were like, I don't want to go. So we're really looking for, we've
got so many friends who love that game, and like, it's so hard to avoid spoilers. And yeah.
I'm spoiler free, I haven't seen it.
So far, I'm okay. But we want to cosplay it as well, and we were join this cosplay like Facebook page. And I'll just avoid it now.
I got invited to it, and literally...
And then I realised as soon as I joined, there's spoilers everywhere. I'm like, oh no!
Please
no! Now, it's one of those games you want to keep in the dark about, and hopefully... We're okay.
I wasn't not feeling it, but I wasn't really fussed about it. And then we played it, and
it's not necessarily one of those games you need to rush to go and play, but once you play it, you're like, oh, I need to finish this.
Yeah, you've got to finish it. We're looking at some two recording sessions this week, so hopefully we'll get a really good chunk into it.
Yeah.
But it's addictive, and it's one of those things where you want to know more, and you sit there and you think about it, and you're like, is this going to happen? Is that going to happen?
Yeah.
I really like the system after you finish the levels.
Shows you how it could have gone, all the things you missed.
Well,
yeah.
It doesn't tell you.
No, it shows you the different.
But it comes up with like a flow chart essentially.
Paths that could have happened, but they don't tell you what they are. They just say these are locked currently, but these are all the stuff, like the amount of things that could have gone differently. Yeah. Which is cool. I assume at the end of the game you can go back and to different sections and go different ways.
I would assume so.
I think you can. I think that's what I've heard. I think you can go out to different sections, do different sections, and then end a section and go back out and do other stuff. Like, just so you don't have to go the whole game again just to get more achievements or whatever you want to do.
It's pretty interesting. I like how we're all playing a different character because it gives a bit of a different opinion.
Yeah, it's a good way of doing it because, like, when I tend to play those games on my own and I'm playing different characters, I always play each character the same way because I'm playing it as though it's me.
Yeah.
Whereas with us each having a different character, we don't have that problem. So it can go different ways for each character, so that's good.
We're living in fear though, because Corey, hey Corey, was like, I'm gonna give you some advice. He's like, people can die, and if you die, it's game over for your character. So like, it was like, oh my god.
I've heard differently.
Oh.
Though, I've heard that you can get, because you're a robot.
You can just get brought back.
Or an android.
See, I thought
that. Rebuilt.
Like, it's like Westworld.
But I don't know which characters you can do that with.
I imagine it's Connor, because he actually serves a purpose.
So I might be safe. But I don't know. We'll see if one of us dies. Or we won't see if one of us doesn't die.
Hopefully we don't die. Hopefully. But it's fun. It's good.
Everyone was worried I was going to die, and 100% of the first bit, remember? She died in the demo.
When we played the demo EJX, I died, I got shot. But I saved the girl, but then I got shot.
I saved the girl and didn't get shot.
I rushed him.
Didn't save the fish originally.
I pushed him off the rooftop, and as he fell, I grabbed the little girl and turned, I shielded her with my body,
so
he shot me in the back of the head, and I was like, oh. But it's okay because I'm an android.
I got him to put the gun down.
I'm replaceable. So.
Yeah.
It's a demo though.
No.
It's I had nothing to lose.
It didn't happen in the real game because I did it, so it's alright. It was good.
But even people that don't game are getting into this game.
It's not hard because you just press buttons.
No, but even people that we know that wouldn't describe themselves as gamers at all, they're really getting hardcore into this game.
Even people that don't own a PS4, they're watching it on YouTube and they're loving it. I mean, it is one of those kind of games that you can watch, but obviously I prefer to play it because you obviously you get your own story.
Spin on it,
because you make all the choices. When you're watching someone, you can't really do that. No, it's one of them. Just even if you don't own the PS4, people know about it, and people even if they can't get a PS4 and play it, they'll watch it on YouTube and they'll still enjoy it. And I think it's really cool.
Corey said it was better than Heavy Rain.
That's a bold statement.
And that's what I thought.
He's been watching on YouTube, hasn't he?
He's watched multiple playthroughs, and he still wants to play it himself. I think it handles control wise a lot better than Heavy Rain. But Heavy Rain was a weird control
the only thing I've seen of Heavy Rain is when that guy he just doesn't press any of the buttons and he's chasing after a guy and it just fucks up constantly. It's so funny.
That's just Connor. His character and his story, it's essentially just Connor, but he's a human.
Okay. But I love that. And the guy playing it, just pissing himself laughing.
I've seen that.
Fucking funny. He's falling over apples and shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's when you run through the market and into the street, isn't it? I know which bit you're on about. Oh my god.
Look up that video if you haven't seen it.
I'm enjoying it. When I told Beth, how we're doing it, she's like, Cara's the worst. Why did you pick Cara? And I'm like, excuse you. Just because you've watched people play Cara, I'm going to be a badass.
Yeah. Could turn out well or not for you.
It's not going to go well. I had murder on my mind in the first chance I got.
Go around the house looking for murder weapons already.
I found one, but then I couldn't pick it up.
No. It won't let you murder yet.
Disgusting. Corey was like, did you find the gun? I was like, of course I found the gun. Come on.
Come on.
No, we're excited to play it. It is good. It is one of those games where you want to know. It's not necessarily the greatest gameplay experience.
No, the story's gonna be where it's at for that game. Gameplay don't matter. You're pressing buttons, you're moving. Some of it is a bit weird in the way you have to move things. I get it. It's because it's trying to mimic you doing it.
Yeah.
Opening doors. Sometimes the door handles you have to twist them. I was like, why? Just let me press X, man. But obviously the game you play it for the story and the ways it can go, all the many different ways and many different endings you can get.
There's 40 endings apparently.
Something like that, yeah. Which is interesting because I'm going to play this game again after we've played it for the channel. Because
I want to play it too.
It's it's good. I enjoy it, and I like the whole. I've always liked the whole robots or androids or whatever taking out like the Terminator style kind of story. Like I always like that kind of thing.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
Might happen one day, you know. Google Homes. And
No,
Alexis
don't,
and
because
that.
like literally, I've got a fear of this kind of stuff.
And she's playing the game still.
And these guys are always winding me up. Like every time someone makes a robot, they're like, "Oh, look at this robot," and it freaks me out, and I don't like it. So, like, I'm the only person watching Westworld that's like, they're not real. They don't feel. They should like them. They're not real.
And here's me like, the robots deserve to live. I'll probably think differently if I lived in that world. But hey,
that. I think that's going to come out in our gameplay experience.
It already has.
I think it has.
Yeah.
Because like, they're expendable. They're not real. They don't feel. They feel what someone has programmed them to think an emotion feels like. They don't feel. They're not alive.
The way we're playing the game, they feel what we feel.
Yeah, but no. It's like me and Jake are working on some BioWare stuff. And
what are you calling it?
BioWare
Bays.
It's just me and Jake just gushing about BioWare, like Mass Effect and Dragon Age, and we got to the bit where we talked about Legion, and Jake was like, "Oh, Legion asks you if you have a soul," and at the exact same time he was like, "Of course he does," and I was like, "No, he doesn't," and he looked at me with so much disgust. He was like, "Of course, like, what do you mean?" And I was like, "Well, I love him and I saved him." But he doesn't have a soul because he's a robot, and robots don't have souls. And Jake looked so genuinely disappointed in me. I felt bad, but I was like, "I'm sorry, Jake. I'm sorry, but this is just how it is." Oh god! Talking of Jake and Nathan as well, we also played some Adventure Pals. No, sorry, not Adventure Pals. Overcooked.
That's next down the list.
We played Adventure Pals.
Which one do you want to talk about first?
Overcooked.
Overcooked 2.
We played Overcooked 4-player with them guys, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Frustrating, but hilarious.
Yeah. I got shouted at a lot by this one.
Because you were just in the way. Like, there's me and Jake running around like,
I
we need
to know if the rice was cooked,
We need some rice, and you're just in our way. Like,
I didn't know if it was cooked or not.
Can you please, Chris?
I wasn't on rice duty.
Chris, can you move, please? Chris, can you move, please? And you're just standing there like, I need some rice. And like, if you don't move, Chris, I'm going to end your life.
It is fun though. It's one of those where it's like, it creates chaos. Like, everyone's like shouting. Everyone's like, what the fuck's going on? I need this.
It's so fun though.
Jake with his bloody Gordon Ramsay impressions.
Yeah.
It's
so fun. This one's very
Nathan teaching us about actual. Like,
yeah, Nathan is a chef.
Restaurant etiquette
so like he knows
etiquette.
stuff.
We learned that the chopping board should be blue.
Yes.
Health and safety, guys.
It's pretty fun. I think how well we do, considering that two of us have never, like, them guys have never played the game before. We've only dabbled in the first one.
Yeah.
But it's just really intuitive, and you just kind of, you see the kitchen and you kind of know what's going to be done.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good. I know you have the tutorial mode, but
it's made to so you guys get in each other's way, and it's not easy. It's not an easy game.
But I think
but it's fun, like frustrating.
It's very easily overcome because it's just a case of
working together.
You've literally got to give everyone a job.
Yeah.
And then once one person,
even if some people don't stay with their jobs.
This bitch here. I think
plate cheat is boring.
It's the only thing you can be trusted with because you're not very you don't. Well, like,
I get distracted.
And then we don't have the ingredients and things, and you're just the reason we lose.
We win. We won so far. We're doing.
We are doing pretty well. But it's not less fun.
No. Yeah.
Like, I don't think they've made it easier. They've
added a throw button, which adds so much more.
Yeah.
Especially when you can't get across to the other people. You literally have to throw the stuff.
Yeah, you actually do if the kitchen get blocked off and whatever, but it's really fun. It's a good game. It's a fun game to play.
It's got online now.
That's
which is quite a good addition to it. But I'm thinking, if you're playing it online, you're not going to get the same atmosphere.
No.
And the game is made for couch co-op. Like, if someone's shouting at me online, I get annoyed. If someone's shouting at me in real life, it's like, you can deal with it. And it's like jokey. But if a
friend shouts at you, it's okay. If a stranger shouts at you, it's unacceptable.
Exactly, I want to play this game with strangers. I'd rage quit so hard. But you play with friends, it's okay.
It is fun, and the start when all the bread comes to life. It like rises out of the ground, and Nathan
What was
thought
it? The,
Nathan thought it was going to be the night of the living bread, but it actually turned out to be the unbread.
Yeah, the unbread.
And that was pretty fun. We
Bread
laughed at that
zombies,
for a
I'm going to call
while.
them brombies. The baguette one. Yeah. It's a weird
They're
story.
spreading
I
out
heard
in
one
the
had a
kingdom.
weird story though.
It's essentially the
remember.
first episode of Adventure Time.
Really?
Yeah, because all the Princess Bubblegum makes this formula, and it brings all the dead Candy Kingdom people back to life.
As you do.
So it's essentially the same.
Jake's impressions of the Onion King were pretty good as well.
On point.
Sounds like a pirate.
He went from
Because why not?
He went from Robert Baratheon to a pirate to an Irishman.
Yeah, he did.
So, but it's, you know what? He tried,
It
and
is
that's
funny.
that's all
It
you
is a
can
good
ask.
game. I look forward to playing more of that.
Yeah.
That and Detroit, like, I really want to play more.
We've been playing Adventure Pals.
Finally!
Finally got round to
We've
playing it.
had this
We've been
game
so hyped for this
for so
game.
long.
We've been so hyped for it.
Like,
And it came out, and the guys, we met them at EGX like
we've been talking to them for a good 3 years. about
Such
the
nice
game,
guys.
and, like,
the game's amazing.
Yeah,
Between each EGX, you could really see
the differences
how
that they
much it
made.
improved.
Even between an EGX normal one
Res.
and a Res, which isn't even that long, but like they made so many good changes, and it was just getting better and better and better, and we really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So hyped for it. And it came out just at the wrong time for us.
Yeah, it came out with everything.
Loads of things. No, it was loads of things going on, like they're moving the house and all this kind of stuff.
and
But we
naturally.
actually sat down, played it. It's so good.
Yeah, really enjoying it.
It is fun. The gameplay is good. I like the collecting's
Basically,
a big
for
thing
anyone
for
who
me
doesn't
in
know,
games.
it's a platformer where you play as a kid whose
Dad.
I don't remember his dad or his granddad.
It's
His dad. What's his name? Papa.
Pop.
Just Papa.
Pop.
Okay.
Pop.
His dad's been stolen away by
Mr. B.
Mr. B. He's a man
Who rides a bumblebee.
It's a very weird game, but you know, it's fun.
It's amazing. He's going to turn all the old people into hot dogs.
Yeah, you can see how this game
So you've got to stop him,
is our humour.
and you get a pet giraffe, and then you get a rock.
I get a pet giraffe unicorn because I'm
That's
playing
not
too.
fair. My rock's got a little
It's a
suit of
Girafficon.
armour on. No, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's
should
true.
I?
Yeah.
And you just meet all these characters along
They're
the way, and
like they're
it's
such colourful characters.
it's
and, like,
hilarious.
why is there a hot dog in the middle of the grass area? Why, we don't know, but we do. But just like what? Who thinks of that? Like the crazy people over at Massive Monster.
It's so good.
Fucking love it. It's great.
The humour's perfect. It looks good. The art style's really good.
Yeah.
The gameplay is good.
Mm.
There's a cat that eats that's king of the
That's the most
cupcakes.
important bit.
That is
Yeah.
the most important bit.
Yeah,
It's just
so
so
you got
good.
loads of collectibles, like the cupcakes. Obviously, you got the main thing you got to collect is the gems to get to the next
Rubies.
level. Rubies.
You need rubies because your mom tells you that you got to go and get rubies.
Mm.
So you know you got to listen
Hard
to
to
your
get back
mom.
dad, apparently. We'll find out how. I don't know how. I can't remember. But it's just a crazy game, and
It's
I love
so
the
good,
humour.
though.
I'm just laughing so much when we're playing it, and I love it.
Heading to Switch soon.
It's already on
PC
Switch.
is not your thing. Oh, is it come
It's
out?
on
Switch?
everything now.
Oh,
By the time we got around to playing it, it's on everything.
go and buy it. Just go and buy it. and
Go
play
buy it
it.
on Switch because
That's fun.
it's a wonderful game. I imagine would be a wonderful game to play on Switch.
It's very suited
approachable
to the Switch.
and like really easy to play. I don't. Kids would love it as well. I reckon kids would love that game. There are some jokes in it that should go over kids' heads. So like for all the adults, but like kids would still enjoy the game. I reckon.
What's the official rating?
I can't remember.
Because they took out the
They
four
took
Fox
out
8
the 4
joke.
Fox 8 joke, which
It took
I
Corey,
understand
like, half
why,
an
because they're
hour
going to
to
make
get.
it more approachable to kids to sell to more people, basically. Which makes sense. Was my favourite joke in the game, but
Literally, when me and Corey sat down to play that game,
and he didn't know, he didn't get it for ages.
and it came out that piece of text come up, and I was laughing, and Corey was just staring at me, and I'm like, think about it. And if you watch the recording, it
You put the countdown clock on, didn't you?
it literally, Corey did that on me. It took him so long to get it. User rating 12. Oh no.
12.
I can't
Oh,
find. I've put age rating, and it just
Age
doesn't.
rating.
It doesn't want to tell me. It doesn't want to tell me.
Either way, it's a great game. I think it's alright for kids. So far, what I played. I think it's really colourful. It's a fun time, basically.
It's good. It is a good game. Anyway.
Yeah, let's really call that a podcast.
Yes.
Podcast will be available all across like the audio stuff, like Google Music and iTunes and all that, SoundCloud, and it'll be on as a video on YouTube. Bye.
Bye, guys.
If you like that video and want to see more like it, then click this playlist button here. If you happen to want to subscribe to us and check out all our content, then click this amazing, sexy button right here. Look how enticing it is. You know you want to click it. And if you're already subscribed to us, well then you are already an awesome human being.